Hey there, are you just sick of watching your money literally vanish at the pump? I mean, who isn't? But what if I told you there's a kind of golden ticket to a cheaper, better, and way more fun drive? Yeah, you heard me. Today, we are diving deep into the seriously booming market for used EVs. Okay, let's just start with a number. A big one. Over 2 grand. That's what the average driver in the US is probably going to spend on gas this year alone. Just think about that for a second. That's a whole vacation, or a brand new laptop, or, a nice chunk of savings just gone, all to get from point A to point B. You know the feeling, right? It's that daily grind. You're stuck in traffic, just watching that fuel needle creep down, and you can almost see your money turning into exhaust fumes. It just feels so wasteful, so expensive, and honestly, kind of old-fashioned. So, what's the alternative? Well, here it is. This is your golden ticket. And the secret? It's not buying a brand new EV. Nope. The secret is using something that's normally a bad word for car owners: depreciation. See, new EVs are losing value faster than gas cars right now. Why? Well, because the tech is getting better so fast. Every new model has better batteries, cooler features, and new government credits usually only apply to brand new cars. All that pushes down the price of 2- or 3-year-old models. And for a smart buyer like you, that's a huge win. I mean, just look at this. The difference is night and day. We're talking pennies per mile to charge up at home compared to, 15 cents a mile for gas? And maintenance? Forget about it. You're cutting those costs in half over 5 years. No more oil changes. And obviously, 0 emissions from the tailpipe. So it's not just saving you money, it's just a smarter, cleaner way to drive. And this chart right here, this is the heart of the whole strategy. After just 3 years, your average gas car loses about 39% of its value. But an EV, it's lost almost half its value, a massive 49%. That extra 10% difference, that's your discount. That's pure savings that gets you into a newer, more high-tech car for way less cash. Okay, I can hear you thinking it. This sounds too good to be true. What's the catch, right? And you're probably worried about the batteries, about the range, and those are totally valid concerns. So let's just tackle these myths head on. Let's separate the facts from the fear. This is it, the number one question every single time. But don't the batteries just die? And it makes sense to ask. We've all had that phone where the battery life just tanks after a year. So does that same thing happen to a car that costs, tens of thousands of dollars? Well, the reality is actually pretty comforting. These modern EV batteries, they're engineered to last for over 200,000 miles. Plus, they have a standard warranty, 8 years or 100,000 miles. So if you're looking at a 2022 model, you've still got at least 5 years of that warranty left. And even after a whole decade, they're designed to keep about 90% of their original capacity. So the bottom line is, that whole battery dying thing, it's way, way less of a problem than you might think. All right, let's talk about myth number 2. The big one, the dreaded range anxiety. You know, that little voice in your head whispering, what if I get stranded in the middle of nowhere? Is that still a real thing we need to worry about? Here's the good news. The infrastructure is catching up. And I mean fast. The number of public chargers has just exploded. It's up 40% in just the last couple of years. You combine that with all the smart apps on your phone that literally plan your route and your charging stops for you. And yeah, range anxiety is becoming a thing of the past for pretty much everyone. So, now that we've busted some myths, let's get to the really fun part. We've done the digging for you. We've found 5 absolutely fantastic, almost new EVs that you can snag for under 30 grand. Let's find the one that's perfect for you. First on the list, the Hyundai Ioniq 5. Seriously, this thing looks like it drove right off the set of a sci-fi movie. It's won a ton of awards, and now, thanks to that sweet, sweet depreciation, you can actually afford it. And the specs, just as cool. For around 23 grand, you're getting up to 300 miles of range. And get this, it can charge from 10 to 80% in just 18 minutes. 18! It's an absolute dream for tech lovers and families. Okay, next up, a true classic and the king of value, the Nissan Leaf. Look, if you're mostly just driving around town, doing commutes, dropping kids off, this is probably the single smartest money move you can make. It's a total workhorse. And hey, don't just take it from me. This quote from a real commuter says everything. They save $250 a month compared to their old Civic. A month. That's real cash back in your wallet. For a daily driver, it's a complete no-brainer. Want something with a little more zip? Meet the Hyundai Kona Electric. It's a small SUV, but it drives like a zippy little hot hatch. It's so much fun, super agile, and just perfect for zipping through city streets. And the price is kinda nuts. For just over $18,000, you get a solid 258 miles of range, and it'll do 0 to 60 in 6.4 seconds. That is a lot of bang for your buck, making it perfect for city folks who still like to have fun behind the wheel. Now, if style is a top priority for you, you've got to check out the Kia EV6. It's kind of like the Ioniq 5's sleeker, more athletic cousin. It just has this premium performance vibe, but without that scary luxury price tag. And the EV6 has some serious standout features. A massive 310-mile range. That same incredible 18-minute fast charging, but here is the killer detail. Kia's legendary 7-year warranty, it transfers to the second owner. That is huge for peace of mind. And finally, yeah, you knew it was coming, the best-selling EV on the planet, the Tesla Model Y. A car that used to be out of reach for a lot of people is now, thanks to depreciation, right in our sub-30K wheelhouse. For just under $28,000, you can get a long-range model with an insane 330 miles of range. But the real trump card here, the game changer, is access to Tesla's supercharger network. It's massive, it's reliable. If you take a lot of road trips, this feature alone could make the Model Y the only choice. So, are you feeling it? Getting excited about making the switch? Good, because it's way easier than you might think. Let's just walk through a super simple 4-step plan to make sure you get a fantastic deal on a car you're absolutely gonna love. Okay, here's your checklist, your game plan. First, you have to check the battery's state of health, or SOH. It's just a percentage that tells you how much life the battery has left, kind of like on your phone. You want to see 90% or higher. Simple. Second, keep an eye out for certified pre-owned cars. They usually come with an extra warranty. Third, when you test drive it like you're going to own it, on city streets and on the highway. And last but not least, do your homework on the price, know what it's worth, and don't be shy about negotiating. So let's just wrap it up with this thought. Over the lifetime of one of these cars, you could save up to $15,000 on fuel, on maintenance. That's a lot of money. And in return, you get a car that's quieter, faster, cleaner, and full of cool tech. The deals are out there, right now, just waiting. So the only question I have for you is, really, what's stopping you?